Right, yeah. Hey, hello? What am I doing? Nothing, bro. Just at the crib, bro. Working out, doing some home workouts. Yeah. I'm focusing on my abs. You know, trying to look tight. So, yeah. What are you doing, though? Go out tonight? I can't, bro. I'm on keto. I can't drink. Oh, well, you could drink on keto. Boy, you bugging. For real? Bet. Alright. Yeah, actually, I think I'm ready, bro. Yeah, I got my dress shoes on. Yeah. Alright. Bet. I'm on my way, bro. In Nice Box, let's talk about our keto experience. So keto pretty much breaks down to keto de todo. So you pretty much like you just everything that you see, you just eat everything on site. Poquito de todo. You just eat everything. So yeah, all right, that's it.
All right,
cut.
All
right, later.
We're out.
Cut.
Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
All right, see you later. Come on, brother.
All right, let's go.
Let's go drink a beer.
Let's go. Hey, we still going to that place? All right, serious business.
All right, just kidding. All right, so we do want to talk about experience. I've been doing keto for about 6 months already. How long have you been doing keto for?
Probably about 4 to 5 months. I know you started a little bit early before I did.
Yeah. So we're gonna pretty much explain what keto is. So keto is eating really low carbs. Everything that you consume, it's pretty much below 50 carbohydrates a day. And so to break it down, instead of using your normal typical fats,
you're gonna limit yourself on carbs basically. And what your body does, it starts burning the fat instead of looking for carbs to burn out. So that way your body starts burning fat on its own. In other words, you retrain your body. You basically tell it, hey, the carbs are gone, look for something else. We're burning fat for energy. So that's what it does. It starts burning fat. That way it needs energy to keep going. That's when you're in ketosis. That's when you go into full-blown ketosis.
Right.
And basically, ketosis, what it is, it's the primary source of energy in the body, which is carbohydrates. That's the body's primary source of energy. If you eat whatever every day and you're just getting carbs, your body's just burning carbs. It's basically a hamster on a wheel. It's not going nowhere. You're just going. You're living. You're breathing.
I started learning on what to eat, what not to eat, and then also it's kind of tough to cook, meal prep. You know, everybody, that's a big hassle. They think that you have to cook every single day, but as far as with keto, there's a lot of things that you could consume, and even fast food places that you could eat that's keto friendly. So you're still doing your diet and going through a daily basis without having to hassle and go through the troubles of cooking. So so the foods to avoid are...
The foods to avoid while you're on keto and completely stay away from, I think this is the biggest one for a lot of people. I know it was for me. Sugars. I was a big energy drink guy. I would try every energy drink, and I would drink 3 energy drinks a day. I would take 1 in the morning to wake me up, 1 at lunch, and 1 on my way home to wake me up to get home. And a lot of Dr. Pepper, man, that was my thing. I completely cut sugars out. Now all I drink is water and unsweet tea. That's
right.
it.
And there's also stevia. Stevia is a sugar.
Yeah.
Sometimes you could replace like the substitute sugars, which is like a, you know, the typical Splendas. with those sugars like those. Diet sodas, you could consume diet sodas.
Not too much though.
Yeah, you don't consume too many of it, but you could, of course.
Cause those what are they called? Artificial sweeteners. Those ain't.
Your body doesn't know how to process fake stuff, so
Yeah.
that's why you don't want to consume too many of sugar substitutes. But you may, of course, because
Yeah.
it's not gonna kill you overnight. But yeah, they're not as healthy.
Yeah.
So
And grains. Stay away from grains. I did find a bread that has 0 carbs. They sell it at Aldi. That bread is good. 0 carbs, grilled cheese. That's my thing. Cheeses are good. You can eat any type of cheese, but don't drink dairy. Processed foods like Twinkies, goldfish, ice cream, pretzels, stuff like that. McDonald's. Foods like that, you just stay away from. Like while you're on keto, you can eat beef, but I would not eat McDonald's beef because I don't even think that's real beef, to be honest with you. I know In-N-Out has a good option. Willie's always going to.
yeah, and so like as far as like when I go to any places, it's always tough whenever I don't cook. So if I go to Whataburger, get a hamburger, no bun. You go to McDonald's, you get a hamburger, no bun. You could always use all the tomatoes, vegetables. Always consume that. And with the meat and the cheese, I mean, you can eat all that. Just pretty much just stay away from sugars, stay away from carbohydrates, bread, and then for my Hispanic Latinos, it's hard to be in the household being on a dieta because you always get roasted and they give you hell about it, right? But avoid tortillas. And that's like all the tortillas, which is like flour, corn, even all the tortillas.
They do sell tortillas that are carb balanced.
Yeah.
But if you do get those, I would just, if you're barely starting out on keto, I wouldn't go for it right away. Wait a little bit till you've made progress. All fruits on keto are not good, as far as I know. I don't know if Willie's had a different experience with some fruits, but
yeah, like plenty of fruit. All the fruits, they're really delicious. They're really good because they're real sweet. Except what you can't have are berries, raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries. With the minimum of strawberries, but raspberry and blueberries are really keto friendly. There's a lot of spots that are like keto friendly. You always want to look. If you're out on the road, you want to Google something that while you're on keto, you could just type in keto friendly fast food places and a lot of things will pop up. I know Taco Bell, they have the Power Bowl. You could get that. That's pretty good. Avoid rice, like those grains, like just avoid rice completely.
a lot of starch.
So you gotta think about it. It's not gonna happen overnight. There's no magic pill. So it's gonna take progress in a matter of months. So, but if you stick to it, if you cut everything, then eventually you're going to start seeing progress.
Yeah.
So just be patient and hard work and dedication, and you'll get to it. So
yeah, for sure. And like Willie said, be patient with it. You probably won't see results in a week, 2 weeks, but you'll get there. Don't break it. Don't break the keto diet, right, Willie? Because as soon as you break it, you got to start all over.
Yeah, just keep under 50. But I know one thing that I learned throughout this journey was one healthy meal is not going to make you healthy, and one really bad cheat meal won't make you really obese.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Also, when you're in the back of wrappers, check out the carbohydrates and also the net carbs. You want to go off the net carbs.
Dietary fiber.
Well. Yeah. So whatever you eat, if it has fiber, if it has, for example, 10 carbs, and then you have 5 grams of fiber, so you subtract that from the 10, so now you're consuming 5 carbohydrates in total. So that's
really important. Really important.
Yeah. So fiber is really good for you, and you want to maintain and eat the perfect amount for yourself. So there was one downfall as far as with keto, which was the pains. Did you have any pains?
Yeah, I did. There's a thing that they call it's a common side effect, but right now with the whole COVID thing going on, yeah, I mean it's kind of touchy, but one of the side effects that does happen a lot to people, it happened to me and it happened to my wife. It's called a keto flu. It's basically like a flu. You get dizziness, brain fog, nausea, diarrhea, muscle cramps, body aches, constipation. And tips to avoid that: just stay hydrated, increase salt and electrolytes, eat more fat. You know, on the keto diet, fat's good. That's what you want. Exercise less and rest more. And that's the keto flu. So if you get that, don't freak out. Don't think you have COVID and run and get a swab up your nose thinking you have COVID. Just let us see if it keeps running. The keto flu lasts probably about a week. Mine lasted about 3 days. My wife's lasted maybe a week and a half.
Yeah, mine only lasted about 3 days. But I mainly just kind of had just felt the headache. I felt the headache, and so I started consuming a little bit more salts, electrolytes, and it helped, and then it went away because your body's going through changes.
Yeah. So
it's not completely a downfall, but it's going to happen because your body's going into the keto, and you're not used to being in ketosis ever. So, and then you're going to start dropping the pounds. So it's just something that happens when you're on keto. There's different types of ways to do keto. So there's a strict, there's a lazy, and then you also have your dirty keto. So you want to explain that?
Yeah, for sure. The keto I went through, I ain't even gonna lie, it was dirty keto. I stayed under 20 net carbs per day. I started at 50, and as I started losing weight, I started dropping 30, and then 20, and then eventually I was at 15. You still eat processed foods and unhealthy foods as long as macros work out. So it's like if you go to Jack in the Box and you order a bacon Swiss without the bun, and you just take home the patty, the cheese, and the bacon, that's still keto, but it's processed food, it's dirty food, but it's still keto. And those are more for people that don't have time in their day to meal prep and do all this and do all that, It's for flexibility. You're kind of on the go. You go to the store. You don't got time to go to Sprouts and spend $100 on 2 things. You go to Walmart and still buy processed foods, but your carbs are still under. That still works. It's just dirty keto. Does it work? Yeah, of course, it's still gonna work. Yeah. And then you got lazy keto. You stay under your 20 net carbs. No tracking of macros or calories focus. I didn't keep track of calories either.
Yeah, I didn't do the tracking stuff, but I was aware of what I was consuming, so I did under 50, and I've been doing under 50, so I'll probably consume maybe no more than 30 anyways, but I just was aware that okay, I'm not gonna pass the 50 mark at least for me, but yeah. So for the lazy, for the lazy keto, just instead of tracking every single macro, every single calorie, every single carbohydrate strictly, and you pretty much don't. That's what I guess I was doing lazy keto, so I wasn't tracking much. I just kind of have in mind, and I was aware of what I was consuming. And so with time it still worked, and you still got results. And then you also have the strict keto. The strict keto, you're doing everything in a sense off the book. So you're staying under 20 grams of net carbs per day. You're strictly monitoring all your calories, and often utilizes meals as tracking apps, writing it down on old school pen and paper, but that's really tracking. So it just depends on yourself how you want to do this. If you do want to do this, how strict you want to be on yourself and your dedication. So it all depends on yourself, self-discipline. If you know yourself, then whatever keeps you on track, that will work. And then so for the last part that we did want to mention is we're Hispanic, so we like to go to los polis. We have quinceañeras, and there's more kegs and beers than children. This is what we do. This is exactly what it is to be Hispanic. So there is alcohol that you could drink. You consume alcohol. The alcohol that I consumed was Michelob's. Michelob's are 2.6 in carbs, and you could drink a lot of those, and just keep in mind, keep your carbs where they need to be for the day, and you still have a good time. So don't think it's gonna ruin your life and you can't do anything no more. Nah, you're still gonna have fun, enjoy your life. So that's what it's about.
You just can't jump straight off keto either. That could kind of throw your body in a loop. I haven't really looked into it, what exactly it does, but it can kind of mess you up. I mean, it's not going to kill you, but you know, it could kind of jack you up a little bit.
Yeah, going from one thing to another, like off the jump like that, right?
Yeah. So
right,
like if I'm going under 15 carbs now, eventually I'm gonna jump up to 20, and then 25, and then 30, 35. I'm gonna transition slowly off of it, and yeah, man.
Yeah. So, back to the Hispanic subject was yeah. So you can drink a few beers. Also liquor. If you're drinking liquor, you just drink it straight. Drinking with you could drink it with any club sodas, mineral waters, and also or just on the rocks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, stuff like that. I mean, you know, you can still enjoy yourself. So
yeah, it's still possible. So me and Willie decided kind of to make this video to let y'all know,
give y'all our output and our experience,
and make it simple. Because I know if you go online and you start reading articles about keto and this and that, it kind of just gets so confusing. You kind of just say, screw it, it sounds complicated, when it's really not. I think keto is probably one of the easiest diets.
Right, yeah, but just because it's anything that when you go into something new, you're like, okay, it's like it just becomes like an obstacle that you don't even want to do, so you just don't even go for it. But I was throughout the whole keto, that when I was learning the first 2-3 months, learning the ways, the roots, was Google was a big one. I just Googled everything. Even like desserts, like you could do sugar-free Jello. Bahama Bugs has I think it's called thin ice. It's 0 carbs. You could get like the biggest one there, and you're still doing fine. So just Google everything. If you need help, it won't let you down, because that's what I use to help me out. And yeah, you'll make your way, and you found your routes. You find what works for you, and
sure.
Yeah, it all works out.
You can still eat Wingstop, by the way.
Oh yeah, I eat plenty of wings. I'm always eating wings.
I eat wings maybe once or twice a week.
Yeah, same.
I go to Wingstop during the week, and then Pluckers on the weekend.
But don't get French fries. Don't get fries.
No
don't
fries.
Get fries. And honestly, if I eat wings, I mean, well, to begin with, I only drink water. I drink plenty of water. So if you want to mix it up, you could always throw a lime in there.
Or get some unsweet tea. Now, at first I don't like unsweet tea, but after drinking it so much, I can't live without unsweet tea.
Right.
Now.
Then again, you build a habit, right? You build a habit, and it's the habit that you build with keto.
And before we go, there's also some alternatives. I know everybody likes their energy drinks in the morning. I drink Celsius, and that's an energy drink. It doesn't have high fructose. What is it? High fructose? Corn syrup.
Corn syrup, yeah.
It don't have that. It don't have sugars. It don't have bad ingredients. No artificial sweeteners. Nothing like that. It don't have anything like that. It's kind of a clean energy drink.
A clean boost.
I drink that. They're little 12-ounce cans, and I think they have 1 carb.
Yeah, I've tried plenty of energy drinks too, because I've been a caffeine junkie for a while. I tried Bangs, Reigns. The Celsius are good too, but always you don't want to consume a lot of caffeine on a daily basis. So watch your caffeine intake, of course, and hydrate well.
One more thing, we're not doctors, we're not nutritionists, we're just
giving you guys our output and our experience.
So I'm not gonna get too much into it, but keto's not a long-term diet either. If you do go long-term, there is some pretty bad side effects to it. You can get a fatty liver, you can get liver disease in some extreme situations. It could really mess you up. Just kind of like a lot of people that go vegan end up, what's that word? They end up anemic. So definitely look into that before you decide to go on the keto diet. Or if you do, kind of 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. I think probably 8 months to 10 months is probably good if you're losing the weight. And you might even lose the weight before then. You might want to transition to other diets that are out there.
Right.
You know,
but does Icebox approve of keto?
100%.
Yes.
You know, I know this video was a little different, but we kind of wanted to spread some help out there in case a lot of people are struggling with weight. A lot of people at my job do ask me, ¿Qué dieta andas? What diet are you on?
My job, they think I'm on drugs.
Yeah, me too. They were asking
like, nah, not now. Nah, just kidding. Drugs are bad, alright.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
Yeah, but yeah. So.
We just thought we'd make a video and let y'all know, you know. And I think we covered it, Willie.
You can chop this part out, the where we're talking. No, leave that on there. No,
yeah, I think we got it.
Yeah.
If y'all ever have any questions, feel free to DM us, shoot us a message. If you have a question about keto that Google's giving you the runaround, that you don't know exactly what it's trying to tell you, just shoot us a DM and we'll get back to you for sure and answer any questions you got. We're not experts. We're really not.
But we've gone a pretty long way with